You've spent 18 years raising your kids. You made it to the finish line, and then, without any warning, life pointed you toward a different kind of caregiving, one you didn't apply for, and one that came from no time off in between. Hello and welcome to the Mindful Midlife Mom, helping mentally exhausted moms carry the weight of raising kids and caring for aging parents, find calm in the chaos, and reclaim themselves while caring for everyone else. I'm your host, Valerie Mecki. I'm a mom of two, living part-time with my mom as we take care of my aging father. And I'm also a mindfulness enthusiast, navigating the crazy life changes of midlife. Is this all I am? The one who takes care of everyone? First my kids, now my parents? If that question has been quietly sitting with you, today's episode is for you. By the end, you'll walk away with a clearer sense of who you are outside of that role and 7 powerful I am statements to help you hold on to the identity even in the middle of caregiving. Let's dive in. Just when you think you've made it, kids grown, maybe even picturing what's next for you, life has a way of handing you a curveball. For a lot of midlife moms, that curveball looks like becoming a caregiver again, in a more elevated role, caring for aging parent. Maybe you've raised your kids, got them through school, through every milestone, and just when you started to exhale, life handed you a different role to step into. A parent who needs help, another house that needs managing, a new set of appointments, decisions, and responsibilities that landed on your plate without warning. And there was no real gap in between, no pause to catch your breath before the next role began. If it feels like you've been caring for someone in some form for most of your adult life, you're not imagining that. I'll never forget the moment I knew without a doubt that I was standing in the middle of the sandwich generation. It was my youngest child's high school graduation. I was so happy, genuinely, fully happy for her, watching her cross the stage. It was a milestone for our entire family, one we've been building towards for years. But sitting in the crowd, I was also aware of an absence. My parents weren't there to celebrate with us, and I knew that shortly after the graduation, I'd be flying back home, not for another celebration, but to help find my father an assisted living home, to help sell my family's house, to step into a completely different kind of responsibility. There was no gap in between these moments, no breath in between. I went from celebrating my daughter stepping into her future to immediately diving into a new uncertain path of caregiving for my father, a path I never planned for and had no idea how to navigate. In that same week, I felt the full weight of both pride and grief, celebration and caregiving, sitting right next to each other. And if I'm honest, what stayed with me longest wasn't that the caregiving itself, it was the realization that my role never got a break. It just shifted. It somehow became even heavier. Is this all I am, a caregiver? Is the question and statement that followed me for a long time. I realized the only way to answer it wasn't to wait for circumstances to change. It was to start reminding myself deliberately of how everything else was still true about me. That's exactly what I want to walk you through today with I am statements. Here's why I am statements aren't just a nice mindset exercise. There's real research behind them. It's called self-affirmation theory, and it shows that when we deliberately affirm our core values and sense of identity, it actually lowers our stress response and reduces defensiveness. In other words, reminding yourself who you are beyond any one role isn't just comforting. It changes how your mind and body responds to the pressure. When you're deep in caregiving, it's easy for that role to quietly become your entire identity until caregiver isn't just something you do. It's the only thing you feel like you are. Self-affirmation works directly against that. It reminds your brain, in your own words, that you hold many identities at once. And that reminder alone can ease the weight you're carrying. So today, we're not erasing the caregiving role. The role is real and it matters, but it doesn't get to be the only story in your mind. Let's take a moment to reaffirm everything else that's still true about you. Before we begin, let's ground ourselves. Find a comfortable position, and if it feels right to you, you can soften your gaze forward. Take a deep breath in and let all the air out slowly through your mouth. One more time, deep breath in and let all the air out through your mouth, letting go of any tension or energy that doesn't serve you. I'm going to repeat a series of powerful I am statements. I'll say each one once for you to listen, and the second time, repeat it with me out loud so you can make a connection. Let's begin. I am more than a caregiver. Say it with me. I am more than a caregiver. I am still becoming. Repeat with me. I am still becoming. I am allowed to have my own chapter. Say it with me. I am allowed to have my own chapter. I am not defined by what I do for others. Now out loud, I am not defined by what I do for others. I am a whole person, not just a role. Repeat it with me. I am a whole person, not just a role. I am worthy of my own dreams, even now. Repeat after me. I am worthy of my own dreams, even now. I am still caring for others and still finding myself. Say it with me. I am still caring for others and still finding myself. Let the feeling of coming back to the present moment rise. If you had your eyes closed, slowly open them. And if it feels comfortable to you, place your hand over your heart to help seal this moment with self-love and care. Beautiful work. You just remind yourself you are still whole, still becoming, still allowed to want things for yourself, even while you show up for the people who need you. Caregiving may be part of your story right now, but it's never meant to be your whole story. If you know of another midlife mom who's entering into the sandwich generation, who went from raising kids into caregiving, share this episode with her, because sometimes we just need someone else to remind us that there's still more in the role we are in. And if today's practice resonated with you, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on our weekly rhythm. Sundays are for learning and mindfulness tools, and Wednesdays for shorter practice sessions to reinforce and reset your week. If you want ongoing reminders like this one, join the Oh Hello Midlife newsletter on Substack. I'll drop the link in the show note. The newsletter covers the 3 A's of midlife: aging gracefully, AI to help keep growing and adapting, and affirmations to keep you grounded. Thank you for spending this time and space with me, and more importantly, thank you for showing up for yourself in the middle of showing up for everyone else. Because every moment you dedicate to being mindful, it's a step towards a more fulfilled and vibrant life. Keep embracing your midlife journey with an open heart. And remember, you're not alone in this. I look forward to our next mindful gathering. I'll talk to you soon. Before you go, I want to remind you that I'm not a licensed therapist, a counselor, or a medical professional. Everything I share on this podcast comes from my own personal experience navigating the sandwich generation and my own journey with mindfulness practices. This content is for educational and inspirational purposes only and shouldn't be considered medical or mental health advice. If you're experiencing persistent mental health symptoms, thoughts of self-harm, or anything that's significantly interfering with your daily life, please reach out to a qualified mental health professional or your healthcare provider. They can give you the proper support and guidance you deserve. I'm simply a friend sharing what's worked for me as I navigate the crazy life changes of midlife, hoping it might help you too. Trust your instincts and always prioritize getting professional help whenever you need it.